You see it first from the plane, a sprawling tapestry of concrete and dreams unfolding beneath you, or maybe from a ferry, a humble vessel cutting across the majestic expanse of Victoria Harbor. The salty air whips around you, carrying whispers of the city's past and present. Hong Kong, a vertical city, a place where land is precious and ambition soars skyward, a forest of glass and steel reaching for the clouds, a testament to human ingenuity and relentless drive. Each building seems to compete for attention, a silent battle for dominance in the skyline. The skyline is a promise, a beacon of opportunity, a symbol of what can be achieved with hard work and determination. Wealth, power, relentless ambition. These are the forces that have shaped this city into what it is today. It glows, it hums with electric energy, a vibrant pulse that never seems to fade, even in the darkest hours. This is the city on all the postcards, dazzling and perfect, a carefully curated image designed to entice and impress. But every city with a face like this, a carefully constructed facade of prosperity and perfection, has a story it doesn't tell, a hidden narrative woven into the fabric of its streets and its people. Step off the main roads, away from the glittering malls, leave behind the tourist traps and the carefully staged attractions, and the air changes. The atmosphere shifts, becoming thicker, more real. The scent of money fades. The crisp, sterile aroma of wealth dissipates into the background, replaced by cooking oil, the fragrant steam rising from street food stalls, damp concrete, the smell of life lived in close quarters, and a million lives stacked atop one another. Here, the real city breathes, a living, breathing organism, constantly evolving and adapting. A place of friction, struggle, and complicated beauty, where dreams are chased and realities are faced head-on. The lights are a beacon, pulling you in, promising opportunity, a chance to make your mark on the world. For some, fortunes are made, empires are built, and dreams become reality. For most, those lights are just a distant backdrop, a reminder of what could be, a symbol of the aspirations that drive them forward. The density presses in. The sheer number of people crammed into a small space is both exhilarating and overwhelming. A reminder you're just one soul among millions, all fighting for space and peace, all striving for a better life in this vibrant, chaotic city. This isn't about tearing down the myth of Hong Kong, the carefully constructed image of a global financial hub, but searching for what's real, peeling back the layers of perception to reveal the authentic heart of the city. The glamour and the grit are two sides of the same coin, inseparable aspects of Hong Kong's complex identity. The city's energy is born from this tension, the constant push and pull between tradition and modernity, wealth and poverty, dreams and reality. Wealth and daily struggle powering its heart, fueling its relentless drive and shaping its unique character. To love Hong Kong, you have to love all of it, the good, the bad, and the complicated. Look past the shimmering surface, beyond the dazzling lights and the impressive skyscrapers, to the complex, beautiful machinery underneath, the intricate network of people, cultures and histories that make this city so unique. That's where the real story is, hidden in plain sight waiting to be discovered. This is Hong Kong, light and shadow, hope and hardship, all at once, a city of contrast that somehow manages to create a harmonious whole. Welcome to the real city. Peel back the curtain and you find people, not titans of finance, but those who make the city run. Cleaners, taxi drivers, cooks, servers. The lifeblood of Hong Kong, living a world away from the luxury on billboards. Their Hong Kong is an arena of survival, a daily battle fought with quiet dignity. Their stories are whispered in cramped corridors and shared over noodles in steamy Dai Pai dongs. Parents working 2 jobs, young people putting dreams on hold, elders watching their city slip beyond their means. The human cost of the skyline is rarely acknowledged. Luxury and struggle exist side by side, a silent conversation about inequality. It's easy to be a tourist here, but to be a traveler you have to look deeper, ask questions, try to understand the lives behind the city's shine. This is Hong Kong's complicated human heart. In Hong Kong, space is not just a commodity, it's the ultimate luxury, a concept that remains elusive for a significant portion of the population. It's a privilege that most will never know, a stark contrast to the gleaming skyscrapers that dominate the skyline. I met Mr. Wong, a cleaner in his 60s, a hardworking man who embodies the resilience of Hong Kong's working class. He ekes out a living while living in what's known as a coffin home, a wooden box, a term that chillingly reflects the reality of his living conditions. These spaces measure approximately 6 feet by 2.5, stacked one on top of the other with countless others in a subdivided flat, creating a vertical village of desperation. The air is thick with humidity and the weight of unspoken stories, privacy forgotten, a forgotten luxury in these cramped quarters. Life is lived in whispers, a constant effort to minimize disruption in a space where every sound echoes. Rent for these boxes eats up most of a low-wage salary, trapping residents in a cycle of poverty that's difficult to escape. It's a constant struggle to make ends meet. It's not just the elderly who face this plight. Young people and couples, fresh graduates and young professionals often start out in nano flats. These are tiny modern apartments aggressively marketed as minimalist living spaces, appealing to a generation that values efficiency. But in reality, they're just polished versions of the same problem. A severe lack of affordable and adequate housing. A kitchen that's essentially a hot plate and a small sink, a bathroom so compact you can shower in while sitting on the toilet, a testament to space optimization, and a bed touching 3 walls, offering little room for movement or personal space. This is often seen as the first step on the property ladder, a necessary compromise to enter the housing market, but it's also a stark reminder of the challenges faced by a generation priced out of their parents' dreams of homeownership and stability. The city needs its workers to function, to keep its economy thriving, but offers them no dignified place to live, forcing many into these undignified and unsustainable living conditions. They're pushed into the margins of society, both geographically and economically, hidden from the view of tourists and the wealthy, a stark contrast to the city's glamorous facade. It's a silent crisis, a hidden struggle that often goes unnoticed by those who are more fortunate. It's the price of progress, a heavy burden paid disproportionately by those who can least afford it, those who are already struggling to survive. For many, this is the harsh reality beneath the city's glittering prosperity, a constant reminder of the inequality that persists. The relentless struggle for space defines life here, shaping daily routines and limiting opportunities. In Hong Kong, even a home, a basic human need, is a battleground, a constant competition for limited resources. And yet, despite these immense challenges, people endure, demonstrating remarkable resilience and strength in the face of adversity. The divide in Hong Kong is a chasm you can cross in a single MTR stop. Board at Central, pristine, air-conditioned, filled with sharp suits and designer bags. These are the winners, heading to spacious apartments and exclusive clubs. Get off in Sham Shui Po. The air is thicker, the streets alive with noise and hustle. Here, shops are family-run, people push carts, haggle, and seek shade from the heat. The skyscrapers of Central are a glittering reminder of a world out of reach. For many, prosperity is a tidal wave that's left them stranded. The gap isn't just about money, it's about access to schools, healthcare, a future. The two cities barely interact, living parallel lives on the same land. This is Hong Kong's greatest challenge, how to hold together a city so divided. The question hangs in the humid air, unanswered. The divide shapes every day, every hope, every struggle, and it's only growing wider. Hong Kong's rhythm is work, endless, relentless work. 10, 12-hour days, 6 days a week are the norm. Work-life balance is a foreign luxury. Here, life is work. The daily commute is a river of humanity, packed trains, faces inches apart. You work all day, then do it all again in reverse. Food is a brief respite, lunch is rushed, dinner is late, everyone is tired. Conversation is about bills, job pressures, the city's stress sitting at the table. Hobbies and passions are luxuries few can afford. The city demands everything, giving just enough to keep you going. It's a treadmill you can't step off. For many, fear of falling behind is the only thing that keeps them running. This is the cost of survival in Hong Kong, and still the city never sleeps. Even in the toughest circumstances, people dream. In Hong Kong, dreams are simple but monumental. A real home, a window with a view, a future for their children. I met May, a coffee shop worker saving every dollar to open a small bakery. Her notebook of recipes, a secret world of hope. Her dream isn't about wealth, but about creating something of her own. These dreams keep people going. A father working overtime for his daughter's education. A mother cleaning hotel rooms hoping for a day without rent worries. These are tangible, deeply felt hopes. The fuel that powers the city. It's a quiet determination, a belief that hard work can make life better, if not for themselves, then for the next generation. They endure cramped spaces, long hours, crushing pressure, all for a fragile dream. In Hong Kong, to dream at all is an act of defiance. It's a declaration. You are more than your circumstances. The city may be tough, but hope is tougher. Dreams survive even in the cracks, and that's what keeps Hong Kong alive. Hope, stubborn as a weed, grows here. To understand Hong Kong, you have to walk its streets. Wander through Mongkok's neon jungle, swept along by the crowds. The air is thick with street food, herbs, exhaust, and fruit from the wet markets. Here the city's heart beats, loud, fast, messy. Markets are a riot of color and life. Butchers, fishmongers, old women shouting prices. This is not a sanitized supermarket, it's real, visceral, a daily ritual of community. Look closer, old men playing checkers, laundry waving on bamboo poles, shrines tucked into doorways. These small acts of humanity give the city its soul. This isn't the Hong Kong in travel guides, it's the one that endures, a little broken, a little chaotic, but endlessly fascinating. Street-level traditions anchor the city, keeping it from floating away into glass and steel. The truth of Hong Kong is found here, in the beautiful, chaotic mess of everyday life. This is the city I love. This is the real Hong Kong. It's easy to see only struggle in Hong Kong, but there's a different kind of beauty here. Not the skyline's perfection, but the beauty of survival, of humanity thriving in unlikely places. You see it in old neighborhoods. Neighbors sharing food and stories, creating lifelines in an isolating city. On balconies, potted plants fight for sunlight. A small rebellion against concrete. The real beauty is in the food beef brisket noodles in a tiny shop, a warm egg tart, char siu glistening with pride and history. Sharing a meal here is sharing in the city's story. Most of all, beauty is in the people, their grit, humor, and refusal to be defeated. They are not victims, but survivors and fighters. To witness their world is a privilege. The human spirit here is stronger than any skyscraper. In the cracks, life flourishes. That's the beauty of Hong Kong. It's everywhere if you know where to look. What do you do with a story like this? How do you process the complexities, the joys, and the sorrows woven into its fabric? Hong Kong's contrasts change you. They challenge your perceptions and force you to confront uncomfortable truths. If you let them. If you open yourself up to the experience, allowing it to shape your understanding of the world. It forces you to look beyond the shiny surface, the dazzling lights, and the impressive architecture. To see the people behind the skyline, the individuals who make up the heart and soul of this city. Their stories matter, each one a unique thread in the rich tapestry of Hong Kong life. They deserve to be heard. Their experiences, their struggles, and their triumphs should resonate with us all. This isn't about pity, it's not about feeling sorry for anyone. People here have a dignity that needs no validation. A quiet strength that shines through even in the face of adversity. It's about empathy, about recognizing our shared humanity, the common threads that bind us together, regardless of our backgrounds. Next time you see that skyline, that iconic image of Hong Kong, think of Mr. Wong and his coffin home, and the challenges he faces every single day. May and her bakery dream, and the hope she carries for a brighter future. A city is not its buildings, it's not just concrete and steel, it's its people, all of them, in their beautiful and messy complexity. There is hope here, in resilience, in the ability to bounce back from adversity, in quiet determination, in small acts of kindness, in the everyday moments of human connection. Hong Kong is complicated, a place of contrasts and contradictions. Messy, a vibrant and chaotic urban landscape. Heartbreaking, a place where you witness both incredible beauty and profound suffering. But also strong and full of soul, a city with an indomitable spirit. It gets under your skin, stays with you, leaves an indelible mark on your heart, teaches you about the world and yourself, expands your perspective and challenges your assumptions. Look closer. Pay attention to the details, the small moments that reveal the bigger picture. Listen harder. Truly listen to the stories of the people around you. Try to understand. Put yourself in someone else's shoes, even if just for a moment. The world is full of places like this, cities grappling with complex challenges, challenging, real, and more interesting than any fantasy. These are the places where you truly learn and grow. Travel with open eyes and an open heart. Be present, be curious, and be respectful. Support the storytellers and artists who show us the world as it is. They are the ones who help us see beyond the surface. They build bridges of empathy, connecting us to people and places we might never otherwise encounter. And we need those bridges now more than ever, in a world that often feels divided. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to listen and to see. This is Hong Kong in all its glory and all its pain, real, raw, and unforgettable. A place that will stay with you long after you've left. Until next time. Goodbye, for now.